Hello, this video is to show you how to calculate your MyMathLab homework average with the 6 lowest scores being dropped. You cannot trust anything that MyMathLab shows you as an average. You should do it using this method to keep track of it because that's the way I'm going to calculate it. So what we're looking at is going to be your best 16 scores out of 22. Now, I just randomly wrote some scores in here. Now, here's a quick way I didn't I'm not using what section they're coming from or anything like that. I'm just like homework 1 would be equivalent to section 2.1. So here's just a quick way you can build this list is if you put the homework 1 in there, grab the corner and drag all the way down to you get, there's 22 of them, and it'll fill it right in. You label. So what we're going to do is, now I need to keep these together. When I'm going to do a sort here. I'm going to do a top-down sort. I could do a bottom-down sort, but I'm going to do a top-down sort. So I highlighted that information, and let's find sort. Should be Z to A, but let me go ahead and just bring up the sort menu. Sort on column B. It should keep the label with it. And I sorted the wrong way. Let me change it. Sort. Yeah, see, I should have chosen largest to smallest. Okay. All right. So then what I would do is come over here and just have I'll label this average. Maybe I'll widen the cell a little bit. And you could just keep this program. I just leave it fixed right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to say equals average. And I'm going to use B1 to B16. So at all times, it's going to take the top 16, and here it's showing you 88.75 based on those scores. Now, 6 will be dropped, so it will ignore 6 zeros, but if you have more than 6 zeros, though, it's going to count as part of your average. This is one where it would stop right here at that 60. Now, here's what I would recommend doing. So we've done that because, your scores are going to change, as you do more information. So what I'm saying, don't trust the overall average. You can look at the completion rate that you have for any particular assignment. So we need to resort this. I'll highlight all of them together to get it back in order by assignment. Let's see. So I'm going to sort this by column A. And this time I want smallest to largest, Z to A to Z. Okay. So never mind, the average is going to look like that. Don't worry about that, because now it's just taking the first 16, whatever it is. Oh, it didn't sort it quite right. All right, I figured out my mistake here why this did not sort properly. The single digit values needed a 0 in front of it. So I couldn't use 1, 2. And then what I did just to check, that first step I showed you how you can click and drag, I'll do that again. Being homework 01 makes it correct, and then you click and drag, and that will take it to 22. Now this should sort properly, so we don't need that column anymore. You can leave them. You shouldn't have it in there anyway, because you should do it right and not wrong like I did. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna highlight these again, and to get them back in sorted order. All right, so, and let's see, A to Z, column A. Okay, there we go. It's back in this order. And now, so then you can go through. Now, anytime I say you change some scores, and here's a 75. Let's say that's now a 90. I'll just Maybe I'll just boldface the ones I changed here. You don't have to do that. That's not important. That's just for the video. Maybe the 60 went up to an 80. All right. Now it's changing the average here, but keep in mind, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me put in some more values here. See, right now it's only taking 1 through 16. So if I put, let's say we do a couple of these down here, and those become 100. See, nothing changed, but that's okay. We're gonna now we're gonna sort it. You sort it again. So both columns. Where this time we sort it by score, descending score. So I'll go in here, data, sort. This time I want to sort it by column B, and I want largest to smallest. There we go. So the default apparently is smallest to largest. So that, yeah, see now it's got a couple of those like 19 and 20 homeworks that I changed from 0 to 100. It's got those in there, and then now it's averaging your best 16. And we have a new improved average of 93.4375. Now it's up to you. You don't, if you change one homework score, you don't. I mean, if you're just dying of curiosity, or certainly if you were close to 100, well, you could look if you had 1600s there or whatever. But anyway, it's up to you if you want to, when you change a score there and then resort it and do it, or you may want to wait till you change a few of them, kind of like I did right there. I changed a few of the scores, then redid the average process. But if you want to do the average process every time, because now that we just got the average, we have to go back and redo this again. Actually, you could leave it like that, but it's still better if you go ahead and sort it so you don't enter the wrong number in the wrong column. I'd recommend sorting it. So now we'll go back to column A, and then we're going to go A to Z on this increase. So now never mind. Don't trust that. Don't trust what this average says until after you've sorted that column B. So see what it's doing right now. It's just taking those first 16 scores, which may not be your best 16 scores. But putting it back in this form, I think, makes it easier to see when you change an assignment score to enter it. But yeah, the average will be after we sort according to column B. So there you go. That's how you do it. I'll do one more to show it to you one more time real quick. Let's say we did homework 22 and put 100 in there, hit enter. Nothing's going to change for your average because only doing the first 16. But I'll grab these and I'll go sort column B, largest to smallest, and then there's your new average. That which was 93 point something before, not that 93 point something. Now it's up to 94 point something. So there you go. You can leave that, look at that, and then just go right back and sort it and get it back into its original form. And I'll go A to Z, and then there we are. Then you can enter in. See, once again, don't trust that average after you put them back in order there. So okay, that's all there is to it. That's your best way to keep track. Is don't trust anything it shows you for an average, a course average. It will not be correct. But like I said, you can use your individual scores. That's what you need to use to put into these columns. But yours may have decimals, so if you want to put a decimal place or one or two places, that's probably a good idea. If it shows a lot of decimal places, I wouldn't put all of them. So I just for simplicity, I just used whole numbers when I was typing those in there. So all right. Well, hopefully, you can ask me if you're having any difficulties with this. I'll be happy to show you in person or whatever, or maybe if I need to help you in a message or something like that. So, all right, that's going to be the end of this video.